And you're all like blue view. What? Chainsaw Man episode 6. Alright, here we go. I will. I will. I know. I said I was gonna stop at episode 5, but I'm cooking some food right now. I just had a protein shake. In about 5 minutes, let me set a timer. I'm gonna go be downstairs to grab my meal. I'll go to sleep at 6:30. So I'm on episode 6 right now. I'm for like 5. Let me set. I'll make it 7 minutes. Let me make it 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'll go downstairs to grab my meal. In 10 minutes time, right? Um, I made myself. Ooh, what's going on with my buns? I made myself a lovely um turkey curry with kidney beans, and I'm gonna have that with rice. So I'm looking forward to that. But you know me, I don't really like to do too big of an intro. So, you know, let's go.
あれ
新井くん、今、階段降りていったよね。小紅ちゃん、ダブルピースでじっとしてて。ありゃりゃ。アキくん、なんだこりゃ。
悪魔の力でしょうね。
That's what I was saying.
小紅、そこに立ってろ。はあ？なんで窓の向こうにも部屋が。
Alright, this is looking interesting. Interesting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, this is looking cool. I'm gonna go check on my food in a second.
悪魔殺しちまったからじゃねえのか？閉じ込める力を使ったまま死んだんだ。その悪魔が悪い。
ルナが殺せと言ったんじゃ！
言ってね！
力は悪魔が死ねば解除されるから、それはありえない。
でも、俺たちがここからずっと帰ってこなかったら、他のデビルハンターが助けに来てくれるんじゃ。
そのデビルハンターが私たちみたいにはめられないことを祈るしかないね。
Yeah, that could have been the whole like demons trick to, you know, lure them in. You know, in a sense, the idea of demons being born from phobias and fears isn't that alien to Christianity. Evils that occur in the world, not phobias specifically, but evils that occur in the world are linked to demons, you know? Puppets, the puppet masters. That's not to say that we don't have free will and like people don't choose to go down the wrong line. We get tempted and some people to take the bait and, you know, go down the wrong path. So, but
私たち全員ここで死んじゃうんだ。お
I need
腹
to
ペ
eat.
コペコで死んじゃうんだ。
コベニちゃん、キョレ、デビルハンターやって兄を大学に行かせたいんだろ？
半分無理やりなんです。
Whoa. Wow.
私も大学に行きたかったんです。でもここで死んじゃうんです。
Wow. No.
笑うな！
小紅ちゃん、悪魔は恐怖が大好物だからね。怖がってたら相手の思うツボだよ。でも怖いです。アキくんまでどうしたの？
赤か貴様は、俺たちはここで永遠に閉じ込められるかもしれないんだぞ。
そうなるかもしれねえし、ならねえかもしれねえだろ。わかったら起こして。こんないいベッドがあんだ。寝なきゃ損だね。俺は悪魔に感謝して眠るぜ。
Maybe they're trying to make you tired.
ネット。
デンジ君、デンジ君、そろそろ起きて。新井君も最初こそアキ君を手伝ってたんだけど、今は状況に怖がって部屋に閉じこもってる。
This is what the one said in there. To use isolation as a mental trick to basically make them go crazy. And also stop.
小紅ちゃんはおかしくなってトイレの水を飲もうとしたから気絶させた。それで魔人ちゃんなんだけど。
パワーがどうかしたんです？
わしは暇だからノーベル賞を考えておった。ノーベル賞を発明すれば人間はわしにひれ伏すじゃろうて。いいの。
So I need to go get my food. Right. I'll be back. Yup. And I'm back. Can't be wearing white when eating curry. Bought myself some food. Nice. You know what I mean? Lovely. Yes, yes. Change top. Because you can't be wearing white when you're eating curry. I mean, you can, but when you're as tired as I am right now, and you're trying to eat, that's how you make a mess, you know? So I'm just thinking ahead. Quick little break. And I'll call this discussion time. So I'll talk while I eat. Let me go down a bit. I'm enjoying this so far, you know? It's a really good show. This scene reminds me of is it Demon Slayer? See what I mean? You make mess. I just put the sauce in my elbows, you know. This scene reminds me of Demon Slayer, that episode where like they get stuck in this like house and like this demon's trying to get them. And like they're trapped in the house kind of thing. The house is like a loop or something like that. Yeah, this is what this scene reminds me of. You know, the one with the sound where like when it makes a sound like a drum or something, the room changes its orientation. Reminds me of that. Now, I got rice, I got beans there, got some minced turkey in there. Got some chopped tomatoes in here. Some curry. Yeah, there's some good, healthy nutrition. You got some legumes with some grain. The grain being rice and the legume being the beans. And both of them are incomplete proteins. But then when you pair them together, you get complete protein. It's a beautiful thing. Something in case you didn't know. If you ever want to make a complete protein, just take a legume and a grain and mix them together. You created a complete protein right there. Mm, that's hot. I don't mean like spicy hot. I mean like temperature hot. Fresh. Can you see that steam? Like flying off it. Let me continue watching this while eating. To those wondering why I don't have it like on the table, because I currently got my mic on what would be my table. Okay, my mic's right here, so I need to keep my mic there while I eat. Otherwise, you can't really hear what I'm saying. So hopefully that explains why um I have the mic there. Well, hopefully that explains. Hmm, hopefully that explains why I don't have the plate. Why I'm holding the plate like this. That explains why I'm holding it like this. And I got like naturally cold fingers. Like my fingers are always very cool to touch. Um, so like, because this is actually hot. This bowl's hot. It's like this is hot. But my fingers don't. Like my hands can take quite a lot of heat. Like so, if I put my hands under like hot water, it doesn't hurt me as much as other people. Like my hands can resist quite a lot of heat. That's not to say like I'm like Superman or something. Like obviously there is a limit to how much I can handle, but yeah, I think because my hands are naturally always cool. I've always got very cool hands. Like my hands are naturally cold in this, even though it's a hot plate, doesn't really hurt my fingers. Doesn't even hurt at all. Actually, it just feels warm. But I know if somebody else was holding it, like they'd be like, "Oh, this is boiling." You know what I mean? For that same reason, I don't really get hot. Um, like naturally, I don't really get hot. I can like withstand quite a lot of heat, but for that exact reason, I get cold very easily. I I I, I don't like the cold at all. Mm. So winter's gonna be an interesting one. Mm. This is gonna be my last episode I'm gonna record today, just because I need to go to sleep. It's like 6:30 in the morning, and I need to be somewhere for 12:30 mid afternoon, which means I'm not gonna get a lot of sleep today. But I got so into this that I'm like, I might as well just do this. You know? Mm. That's hot. That is hot. I almost made that go down the wrong, the wrong, like I almost went down my windpipe, the rice, you know. Rather than my esophagus. Is the esophagus the part, the like the food one? Is the esophagus the food one? I think it's the food one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Mm. What's the windpipe's clinical name? Is it called a windpipe? Or is that just like a name, like an informal name we're giving it? Does it have a clinical name? And if it does, what is it? I just googled it. It's called a trachea, and I was like, oh yeah. It's been ages since I've done biology. But yeah, your trachea, also known as your windpipe. I knew it can just be called a windpipe. It sounded too like simple. I was like, it's definitely got a clinical name. There's no way it's just called a windpipe. That does not sound clinical at all. What's the non-clinical name for your esophagus? Is there one? Because I know the esophagus is the one that's connected to your stomach. Have they got a non-clinical name, just like the way windpipe has a clinical name? I've got an opposite, like what's it called, like food pipe? Does anybody call it a food pipe? I don't know. Questions? Questions that I ask at 6:30 in the morning. Not exactly 6:30 in the morning. It is. Oh no, it's 6:35. I stand corrected. Oh, I sit down. And who's correcting me? Myself. I'm correcting myself. I can't. I can't really be saying I stand corrected because usually somebody else would have said something to correct me, and then I'd say I stand corrected. I can't say I stand corrected if it's me that corrected me. That doesn't make no sense. I stand corrected. I sit. Mm. Mm. Does anybody have like a particular food? I mean, it's a particular cursory that they use for specific things. Because I came to realize that I do. I mean, I guess like people in like when they do an etiquette type school, kind of follow that. Like when you set the table, there's got specific forks and knives and spoons, like specific cutlery for specific dishes. Now, I've come to understand. I've come to, I guess, appreciate that. Basically, I say that to say that um, I always use this spoon because for my food. I always use this spoon for my food because it's a pretty wide spoon. It's like pretty big, and I don't like small spoons when I'm eating because I like to take a large amount. I don't know when I use a small spoon, it just feels like the food's taking forever to eat. You know, I prefer larger spoons. You know, and I fell in love with pasta bowls. Because the great thing about a pasta bowl, right, is like it's a mix. It's in between a bowl and a plate. It's like it's deeper than a plate, but it's not as rounded and small as a bowl. Like the best of both worlds. Like pasta bowls are amazing. It's the best of both worlds. I can use this to make my oats, but then I can also use it to make my rice. And what's the difference between a plate and a bowl? When does a plate stop being a plate? And when does it become a bowl, you know? Like I passed the bowl, right? Like this is a bowl, right? If this was a bit smaller, like if the depth wasn't as deep, would you call it a plate? When does a plate stop being a plate? And when does a bowl start to become a bowl? Those are the questions, you know? Randomly did a quick search about like when does a plate become a bowl? Because I'm a weirdo like that. And someone raised another question that's kind of interesting. I mean, I've got my answer for it, but I'm interested to know what you will say. When does a bowl become a cup? When does a bowl become a cup? These are questions we must answer. You know, being an editor must be really annoying. What is that? You have to go through tons, hours and hours of things, and then start to decide which parts to keep in, which parts to take out in order to keep things interesting, but allow for a story to move smoothly. It's a headache, you know. Shout out to all editors out there. Seriously. Seriously. Make sure the sound's right, the quality is right. Make sure it weaves in very well. I'm being serious. Shout out to all editors in the world, man. Shout out to them. It's an arduous job. Water is finished. I'm probably going to need to top this up. I finished this whole bottle. Had it all the way up. I finished the whole thing. Throughout this whole reaction. I'm gonna fill her up. Water's good for you, man. So good for you. People need to drink more water. Okay, I'll be back. You need to top up on the water, on the H2O. I'm back. Water is topped up, and I'm ready to go. So back we go on episode 6 of this.
何かに寄りかかっていきたい人生ですよ。
それあいつと同じタバコじゃん。
I disagree, Booker.
それあいつと同じタバコじゃん。
Yeah, that's because she probably influenced.
そりゃあきくんにタバコの味を教えたのは私だもん。
Yeah, like I thought.
あきくんは吸わないの？
骨が腐るから吸わない。
付き合いがあるから吸えた方がいいよ。
No.
とも慣れ合う気はない。
It's also bad for your health.
持つこと許されてるもんね。デビルハンターなんて短命なんだから吸っちゃえばいい。
That's a wrong way of looking at life, and it's kind of bleak.
死なない。
バディが死ぬのは面倒だからさ。
One of the parents.
あれは前のバディの彼女さ。死んだバディの遺族とかとトラブルになるのはよくあること。悪魔に仕返しできる力がないから私に当たるの。まあそういうのもデビルハンターの仕事のうちだって思うことにしてるけど。
Not right.
何してきたの？
殴ったやつの服にこっそりガムつけてやった。やられたらやり返すべきだ。あんたの問題じゃない。俺がムカつくんだ。だからやり返しといてやった。ざまあみろ。あいつは服についてるガムに気づかず生きていくんだ。あれならもらうぞ。
1本あげる。
骨が腐るから吸わない。
Bad influence.
ああ、 長い付き合いになりそうだから知ってほしいな。
Buy them clothes. That's peer pressure right there.
一本だけ吸ってやる。一生で吸うタバコはこの一本だけだ。
Yeah, never ever works like that.
姫野先輩、タバコ残ってます。
残念。これ最後の一本。
じゃあ、それくださいよ。
しょうがないな。
キスだ！ずるい！関節キスだ！
黙れ。悪いニュースがある。俺たちが殺した悪魔がいたろ。
わしが殺したやつじゃな。
そいつがどんどん大きくなってる。
Feeds and fears.
確かにわしが殺したはずじゃ。
ホテルから出られない。
ここに私の心臓はない。ここは胃の中。私の弱点は8回にはない。私と契約する以外生きては帰れ。
I never understand why villains give away their whole like weaknesses in that. Because obviously now they're gonna is this your stomach? Oh, okay. And then you start figuring out how to escape and that. I mean, obviously, without the villain in the story telling us their weakness, like the story can't really progress, or at least it's hard to progress. But I always found it dead for me that the villains always be giving away the whole like secrets and that. They're like, well, you know, the reason why I'm strong is because the sun. It's the sun. The sun gives me powers. Yes. The moon. And you're like, oh, okay. So I guess I'll just fight you in the night then, or something like that. I mean, it's like they're just giving away their whole weaknesses. I guess it's part of like the arrogance or something, knowing so that's how you can get away with it, and you can be like, oh, you know, they're arrogant. So and it makes sense. It just makes sense. So they don't think they're gonna get stopped. They always give away their whole master plan. It's a funny thing though. Alright.
どうせ俺を殺しても外には出さねえくせによ。
それはないよ。契約ってあの悪魔は言ったでしょ。悪魔が使う契約って言葉には強い力があるの。契約を片方が守れば、もう片方も絶対に守らなければならない。守れず破った方は死ぬ。だからデンジ君を殺せば出られるのは本当だよ。
姫野先輩、そいつは殺すべきです。悪魔の契約を受けるべきです。
悪魔はデンジを殺したがっている。
Yeah, why?
デンジの死が悪魔側の利益になるんだろう。だから契約は受けない。
じゃあ私も。わしが殺すはじゃ。ノーベル賞を思いついても外に出られなければ発表できないからな。ノーベルのために死んどくれ。
魔人と悪魔は契約を結べない。だからお前がデンジを殺しても悪魔を外に出す義理はない。とにかくデンジは殺さない。俺たちはデビルハンター。殺すのは悪魔だけだ。
おい、ベッドに置いておいた食料が全部ない。なんて。
いや。
貴様が全部食べたのか。
わしじゃない。デンジが食べておったわ。
I thought that she only liked blood. So I'm surprised that she even ate the food. I thought like it won't be to her liking anyway. Like I thought that they only drank blood in there. Unless she only ate it because she knew like to just mess with them or something. Because she knew that they needed to eat. But then she wants to escape for like to get this Nobel Prize and that. So I can't imagine that being it either. As you can tell, I'm getting sleepy. This is definitely gonna be my last recording today. But yeah, let me see.
すぐバレる嘘。
わかっちゃった。私、わかっちゃった。その魔人の力で8階から出られないんだ。絶対そうだ。違うが？
落ち着けコメリちゃん。こいつは血の魔人で。
魔人をかばうの。私たちデビルハンターなのに。笑いくんは悪魔の仲間なんだ。スパイだったんだ。酸っぱいじゃん。
俺は悪魔の仲間なんだ。
I love cheesy jokes. That's too funny. He's spicy. That's funny.
デビルハンターなのに。笑いくんは悪魔の仲間なんだ。スパイだったんだ。酸っぱいじゃん。
俺は悪魔の仲間なんかじゃ。
絶対スパイだ。
姫？
先輩、走れ！
デンジを殺して心臓をよす。よこせ。私の上下。
Yo, did she actually kill like her friend there? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yo, let me see.
今日に捉えるもの。もっと恐怖しろ。死を恐れろ。すべてを加え。チェーンソーを殺すのはこの私。永遠の悪魔だ。
Interesting.
Ah, はいはい。じゃあ食われてやら。
それはよかった。
でも俺も抵抗すっからよ。
The thing's eternity though, so like, I don't know. Like, is he gonna just keep forever falling inside this thing? Yeah. I don't know. Find out next time. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it this because it's like 7 in the morning now. I'll watch episode 7 some later today. But that was episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. I'm digging it. It was fire. As always, remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Answer some of the questions that I posed, if I posed any. And let me know what else you want me to react to view. What else do you wish for Blue to view? And what else do you want me to see? And yeah, remember to subscribe, like, and comment how you felt, how you're feeling, how are you, as usual. Some of the questions I asked and all that. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.